Welcome to MaxxFan's van build channel. You're wondering, this ain't MaxxFan. No, he's got help today. It's me, Lee. And to cut a hole in his roof for his roof vent. He's been putting it off for weeks and weeks. Keeps coming up with excuses. What are you doing there, Monch?
Just cleaning my teeth, mate, really.
Yeah. You got a hole in your van?
I have.
You're winning, Monch.
Right, I've got two more corner ones to do, and they are
Pig.
really hard. I might have to put these last two in at an angle. You know what I mean?
Shorty. Oh. That's it. That's what the problem was.
Finally, got the Maxxair fan in. What a day. And I'll tell you what, if that's not sealed up, I don't know what is. It took me and my mate my mate come over to help me, Lee. Check out his channel, Rimsky Lee 1, if you like motorbikes and ride outs and stuff. Good channel. So Lee came over to help me, took time out of work to come and help me, bless him. Took us 4 hours to do that from start to finish. I've been putting it off for weeks, putting it off. And part of the reason for me putting it off was getting up on the roof, you know. But we put some scaffold boards down and a 18mm sheet of ply that I had left over from something I put across the boards, and it held me all right. But my knees at the end of like pretty much 3 hours of that 4 hours up on the roof, kneeling down, I'm telling you, I think I'm going to need surgery. My knees, I wasn't just uncomfortable, it wasn't just aching or sore, I was in severe pain. And when I got to the last bit, I was using the, I was putting mastic sealing strips around. My knees were burning. I had knee pads on as well, but my knees were burning, and I wanted to get off that roof so much, but I thought, no, I've got to keep cracking on. So I kept on with it, finally, eventually got it done. But that mastic sealing strip that you put around, oh, it sticks to itself and it doesn't cut properly, and anyway, finally got it done. But from start to finish, let me just have a drink. I'm so dehydrated being up on that roof, I'm just drinking orange now. Right, so what did I install? I installed a MaxxFan, Maxxair fan. I looked at all different types of fans to put in, roof vents, and this one seems to, I will show you again in another video how it all works and that. It's really good, and it is so low profile. I mean, check this picture out. It's so low profile, you know, from the side of the van you can't see it unless you're quite a distance away looking up. And then, as my mate pointed out, the words MaxxFan on the side give it away. But, you know, if you're walking alongside the van, you wouldn't see it. So that's really good. Anyway, from start to finish, this is the list of materials that I had to get together. I wanted to make sure I had everything in place for when my mate come over to give me a hand. So the first thing was, obviously, I had a ladder to get up onto the roof. It's a high top, so it is really high up there. So I had a high top, I had a board and a couple of scaffold planks and a pair of steps. I used a bucket, a bucket of soapy water and a cloth to clean the roof, obviously get it nice and clean. Masking tape to mask around the hole where I'm going to mark out, marker pen, jigsaw and metal cutting blades, plastic sheet and gaffer tape to put underneath the hole when you're cutting so you don't get metal filings everywhere inside, white spirit to clean around the hole, I didn't have anything else, large and small metal drill bits, a power drill, a file, hammerite and brush, screws for the flange that goes into the roof. I had to buy extra long ones because of the ridges on the roof raises it up a bit. Sealant tape, Sikaflex 512 and the Sikaflex gun. An old credit card, that's what I used to smooth it off, but honestly I'll show you in another video you don't even want to see it. The wood surround to go up underneath the hole. More about that in another video again when I come to put the ceiling in. 4 clamps, vacuum cleaner, extension lead, cordless screwdriver, manual screwdriver, tape measure, ruler, Stanley knife, ceiling fan and the fixings. Now, what have we got here? Oh yeah, hang on. This is the stuff, I mean I've seen it on other videos, but this is the stuff, the mastic ceiling strip that goes around the edge that the flange of the roof vent beds down onto. That's the first one I used, W4 mastic ceiling strip. It seems to be the most popular. I'll stick a link in the description below. It's good stuff, but it's tricky to work with on the roof, but it is good stuff. There's no question about that. But it you know, you cut your strip and make sure it just goes in because it's really sticky. You can mould it, which is good, and obviously the roof vent beds down really well into it. You know, creates a really good seal. And then round the outside of it, I went round with the Sikaflex as well. That's a W4 mastic strip, and I also used one PLS, it's called. This is a slightly different one. Does the same thing. That's what it's like. And you can see it's got like mastic on the inside there. So got some of that left over for another job. When you're doing mastic, when you're doing sealant, using sealant, I've never been able to do it. I've never been able to use sealant. You know, if you go around a bath or around an edge of something, I've never been able to do it. I've tried and tried and tried, and I cannot do it. Doesn't matter how I cut the nozzle, it doesn't matter how fast or slow I go, what angle I've got. For some reason I can't do it. I just can't do it. And if you was to see the roof at the moment, I have got mastic everywhere, sealant, the Sikaflex. I've got it everywhere. I've got it all over my tools, it's all over the roof, it's all over the board that was up there. It is everywhere. I used an old credit card to try and smooth it off, and it just looks awful. I mean, my mate said, you know, it's up on the roof, no one's going to see it. The thing is, I know it's there. And I'm thinking, you know, one day in the future, give it a couple of years, might want to reseal it, so I could cut it off and reseal it again, take my time, try and do it properly, or get someone to do it properly, because it does look awful. I'll try and get a photo. If I can brave getting up on the roof again, I'll try getting a photo of it, but it is awful. It's everywhere. I mean, I've seen these videos with people, it's really nice and neat, looks like factory finish, you know, that looks so nice. And although you don't see it up there, it's nice to know it's done properly. Mine is just, I mean, I've chucked it all on it, it's so much on there. And I've smoothed it all round as best I could, but it's like, looks like an ocean, it's like that. Honestly, it is, I'll have to get a photo of it, it is awful. But it's in, and it's working. I'll show you in another video how it works. Later on, once I've started getting some sealing in and stuff. But it was such a major job that I wanted to get done while we still had a bit of decent weather, you know. It's lovely and sunny today, and warm, which was good because it meant like the sealant was workable, and it was nice. It wasn't too windy. So I'm so glad that that's been done. Cutting a hole in the roof, fitting a MaxxFan, and yeah, I tried it. It was really, really nice. It's going to be much better once it's all finished off, you know. But that's another big job done. I don't know what else I can say about it really. Obviously the video shows a little bit of the cutting out and the installation, I suppose. Well, not the installation, but it got to a point in the video, or in the recording, where I just needed to get this thing in, and to think about trying to move the camera, getting it up on the roof, trying to film, putting the actual MaxxFan, there's no way, I was in so much pain that I couldn't even think about camera. So I didn't see anything, but it just, I mean, there's other videos out there. I mean, it literally, once the flange is in the roof and sealed down and screwed down, then the fan literally just sits on the top and screws in. So that's all there is to it. But I'll show you it working at some point in the future. Just wanted to make a quick video to say that it's been done, and that's about it really. I don't think there's anything else. But you know, massive thanks to Lee for helping me out. I definitely would not have been able to do that on my own. Definitely. You know, I was up on the roof, so I need this and I need that and I need that. So there's no way I could be up and down on that roof. I wanted to go up on that roof and stay there until it was done, which I did. So yeah, it's all in. So yeah. It's all in, so onwards and upwards, we'll crack on, start thinking about what's going to be the next job. I'll see you all soon. Ta-ra.